Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. The noise in the background is the fan. I just had my own personal summer, so I'm cooling down. At this channel, we talk about dating advice for women 55 and older. I'm 61. I am on this Hypergamous journey with you, and I haven't arrived. I'm just learning as I go and sharing it with you pretty much in real time. Today, I'd like to talk about date number 5, match number 5 with It's Just Lunch. And this might be part 4 by now. I'm just giving you updates as I get them. So, as a refresher, he's date number 5. I was supposed to meet him last year. I got sick, so it didn't happen. He arrived at the restaurant and I didn't show up. Not intentionally, but I just didn't, I wasn't feeling well. I had a cold and I didn't check my email to confirm that I would show up, that I would be there. So he went alone, and he didn't forget that, and neither did I. So I apologized to him on our first date. So he asked me out on a second date, and I will link that, the review of that date in the description. So he asked me out on a second date, and in that video, I talked about how he positioned himself he was at first facing me, and then he positioned himself on a diagonal so that he could get the energy or shoot his energy that way to the young lady who was really ignoring him and was on her phone waiting for her girlfriend. But she looked to be in her late 20s, early 30s. So I talked about that, and I'll link that in the description box. Well, he called last night at 9:30 p.m. and I didn't answer. I don't answer men's phone call past 9 unless I'm in a serious relationship with him. I'm in a committed relationship with him. Then I'll talk to him, because we have established that type of relationship from the beginning, and so I don't have a problem talking to him past 9. But I don't talk to men that I'm getting to know and dating past 9 o'clock. So when a man says to me, what time is a good time to call? And at this age, I guess the men that I'm meeting, they're all asking that. I tell them anytime before 9 p.m. So this gentleman called me at 9:30. Now, he asked me that before, and so I told him 9, but he waited a little bit in between before he called me, so he may have forgotten. Or maybe he remembered and he was just testing me. So at 9:30, if a man is calling me past 9, he either has forgotten what I said about calling before 9, or he's testing to see if I will pick up. And not in a mean or malicious way, but he might be saying, well, it's a little after 9. I'll call anyway just to see if maybe by chance she'll pick up. So innocently. But at 9:30, I'm thinking, well, you had all day on Saturday to call me. Saturday morning, Saturday mid-morning, Saturday early afternoon, Saturday mid-afternoon, Saturday late afternoon, Saturday evening. And now it's Saturday night. What are you looking for besides a booty call? To me, that's a booty call. I don't know you like that. I've told you before 9. You've had all day to call me. Now you want to call at 9:30. For what? For what? So anyway, I did not answer. So I called him maybe an hour, 2 hours ago, and he asked what I was doing. I said, oh, I'm arriving home. Meanwhile, I was in the Walmart parking lot. I just pulled up in my driveway. I don't tell men everything I'm doing, because really it's none of their business. It's none of their business. Until he's my man, maybe he can get a blow-by-blow of what I'm doing. But probably not, because it gets boring if you talk too much and tell them too much of your schedule. Oh, well, I know at 6 o'clock she goes to Pilates. At 8, she's probably home taking a shower. They don't need to know that, because they're not telling you everything, what they're doing blow by blow. So why should I? That's the way I feel. And it destroys the mystique, the mystery around me. If they know everything that I do and at what time I do it, it destroys the mystery. And they don't, and you need mystery in a relationship to keep it spicy. So he asked what I was doing. I told him that I had just pulled up into the driveway of my home. Meanwhile, I was in the Walmart parking lot talking to him. I had called him, to return his call from last night. And he said, "What are you doing?" I told him that. And then he said, "I want to go to that park you talked about." Crickets. I said, "Oh, no, I just came home from church." And I kind of sort of did. I said, "No, I just came home from church and I'm going to relax." He's like, "Oh." But then I remembered on the second date, he initially asked me to go walking in a park. "Do you know a nice park?" And so I said, "I don't want to walk in a park in the heat." I said, "But I know a restaurant in the neighborhood that we could go to." So he settled for that, and that's where we went to eat, and he positioned himself diagonally from the young lady sitting next to me. So we did that. So it just shows me that he's cheap, and he's just cheap. So and last minute planning. I don't do anything with a man last minute unless he's my man. We have to plan to get together. And for me to put my best effort and my best self forward in appearance, I need to plan. I need to plan what I'm going to wear once I know where we're going. And in Georgia's like 90-degree heat plus with humidity high as the sky, I don't want to be walking around in a park, perspiring and makeup all oily and everything. I have oily skin anyway, thank God. But I don't want to be out walking in a park. And that's a cheap date. To me, walking in the park is for couples that have established some chemistry, some known each other a couple of months. No, date me. So it's not even personal at this point with men today. It's because I feel that we as women have allowed or accepted less in dating. Now, I know COVID had a lot to do with that, but we can up the standard where it used to be pre-COVID. It's on us to do it. And it's not to make them feel guilty or feel shamed by it, but just to gently suggest something different. Like this gentleman initially said, "You want to go walk in a park? What's a nice park?" And most people who live kind of sort of in close to the city of Atlanta would go, "Okay, well, we can go to Piedmont Park. It's a big park, relatively. I'm from New York, so I like Central Park is big to me. So, it's a big park for Atlanta, and it's a nice park, quite a few things to do there. So, but I didn't want to go to Piedmont Park because parking is difficult. So I said, well, there's a nice park where we go, where I live, but, we can go have lunch and then walk it off. That's what I said. And of course, we didn't really go walking it off, but we walked and looked in some shops after we ate. So we have to set the standard. That's what I'm saying, is that we have to set the standard. Yes, the standard has dropped, to, coffee dates and walk in the park dates and, dates that are like workout dates where you go to the park to do walk around the track together and talk. I don't want to do that with a man. To be honest with you, I don't even want. I don't mind doing that with a girlfriend, but not a man I'm trying to get to know. You're not at your best. You don't have your makeup on, you have your workout clothes on. Now, it might be nice for him because he gets to see your figure unencumbered, really, in your workout clothes, especially if you wearing, biker shorts and a little crop top and all of that. So he gets to see more of your figure, but I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that, and I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, so that's all I have to say about him is that he called me 9:30 last night. He wanted to get together with me impromptu to go to a park. And he's just being cheap, and I'm not going for the cheap. And there's no chemistry between us. So last night was a booty call, and I did not answer. And I tell men call anytime before 9 p.m. And if they don't, I don't answer, period. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.